But are you really well, Father? You look so pale.
Quite well, my son.
First, let me retire and shed a tear of compassion for my lost brother.
He's my brother.
Would that my lips might be forever sealed, for he is your son. Would that I could throw an eternal veil over his shame, for he is my brother. Oh, that my heart beat less warmly for him.
Where to feel my heartbeat?
Oh, my golden dreams!
Perhaps, Father, you may yet live to see him at the head of some gallant band which assembles in the silent sanctuary of the forest and kindly relieves the weary traveler of his superfluous burden.
Oh, my children, how unerringly your shafts are leveled at my heart! Great are the duties which are placed on you, my son. Heaven bless you for what you have been and will be to me.
Now, tell me frankly, Father, should you not be a happy man were you not obliged to call this son your own?
Quiet! When the nurse first placed him in my arms, I held him up to heaven and exclaimed,
I'm gonna write words oh so sweet. They're gonna knock me off my feet.
but do not drive my son to despair.
Lucky you, Franz. Papa's darling is disposed of.
Compared to which Rome and Sparta will be but as nunneries.
Bravo! Bravissimo!
Comrade, there must be an end now of our fooleries.
Poor! You are not going to play the prodigal son, a fellow like you, who with his sword has scratched more hieroglyphics on other men's faces than 3 quill drivers could inscribe in their daybooks in a leap year. No, no, that cannot be. Impossible, brother. You are not in earnest, and you mean to let your gifts go to waste. Very well, then, if but a drop of the heroic blood of the ancient Germans still flow in your veins, come! We will fix our abode in the Bohemian forest, draw together a band of robbers.
I wanna be a gangster.
Murderers, robbers. I no longer have a father, no longer affections, blood and death shall teach me to forget that anything was ever dear to me. Stand around me and swear to me loyalty and obedience unto death.
We swear to you loyalty and obedience unto death.
And I here swear to you to remain your captain, true and faithful unto death.
Dearest child, you are weeping.
Don't cry for me.
Woe be to him who causes such precious drops to flow from those heavenly eyes.
Into the dust with you, glittering baubles!
Yes, I'm
Do you really wish that I were a master? But my father has the marrow of a lion in his bones, and I am but a younger son.
Permit me, said he, to die on the bed of heroes, for I have no longer a father. We chanced to lie together in the same tent. He talked much of his old father. It brought the tears into our eyes.
He is gone! To what avail these tardy lamentations?
and another one gone, and another one bites the dust.
It is easier to murder than to restore to life.
I am a servant of the church, and yonder are 1,700 men who guard every hair of my head.
This is my church. This is where I heal my hurts.
Will you tell us briefly, Father, what is your errand here?
Have you come here to play Jesus?
The sight of me shall like a fiery-haired fury drive out of your head these eternal fantasies of Karl. France shall be the dread phantom ever lurking behind the image of your beloved.
France. Do you see, miscreant, how I am able to deal with you? I am a woman enraged.
Merciful heaven, and wherefore? Would you rather pine away the remainder of your days in the deepest of my dungeons? Or would you rather eat your bread in peace and have rest in your old age?
Most gracious master, I have served in your house 44 years, and would you deprive me of my only solace in death, that the gnawing worm of an evil conscience may cheat me of my last prayer?
Yes or no? What is the use of all this palaver?
But to murder an innocent man?
I lay upon a sick bed and had scarcely begun to recover when a man was brought to me who pretended that my firstborn had fallen in battle. He brought a sword stained with his blood and said that my curse had driven him into battle and death.
Servant, fetch the minister. Who said I trembled? The dead still rest in their graves. Tremble or pale? No, I am calm.
You are as pale as death.
I am somewhat feverish. When the minister comes, be sure you say, I am in a fever. Say that I intend to be bled in the morning.
Perish then, Amalia. Die, father, die for the third time through me. These your deliverers are robbers and murderers. Your Karl is their captain. What I have thrown down will never more rise up again. Yet one thing is left me, whereby I may atone to the offended majesty of the law and restore the order which I have violated. I go to deliver myself into the hands of justice.